Guys, Will here with W.T.F Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross SEL.
And a huge thanks to Jenkins Mitsubishi in Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the Lakeland, Orlando, or Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Eclipse started off as Mitsubishi's compact sport coupe and hatchback, slowly transitioning into a compact crossover SUV that you see here, which was released for the 2018 model year, facelifted for 2022, and for 2023, there are a few updates, such as all Eclipse Crosses now come standard with all-wheel drive. We get new 18-inch rims, standard LED headlamps and fog lights. The SE trim level gets new silver accents and body color accents for the top trim SEL. There are 4 different trim levels for the 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, starting with the base ES at $25,795. You can upgrade to the LE at $27,045. The SE trim level starts at $28,045, with the top trim SEL that we have here starting at $29,495. So for a sub $30,000 base price for a top trim Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, what do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice your flickering LED daytime running strips. They're not actually flickering in real life. High and low beam LED projector with a fog light down below. Black grille too, with a forward-facing camera. No front parking sensing, unfortunately, but the forward-facing camera is definitely appreciated. Down below, solid airflow for the intercooler and radiator up top with this 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Pretty solid airflow overall. Let's take one more step back, get one last look at the front styling. This blue metallic paint is also beautiful. Hopefully you can pick it up in this pretty cloudy day today in Lakeland, Florida, but still, this lightning blue metallic, definitely one of the nicest colors in the 2023 Eclipse Cross. The wheel and tire setup also updated. We get this black and silver contrast. These are 18-inch rims wrapped in 225/55 R18 Bridgestone E-Copia all-season tires. Some of the best all-seasons in the business, and we get some plastic cladding surrounding the wheel well, so if you do take this SUV off-road, you don't have to worry about scratching up this lightning blue metallic paint color. Body color accents for the rocker panel side skirt area for the SEL. A little bit of shiny chrome surrounding the window trim. Kind of wish they blacked that out, but you can black it out aftermarket. Body color mirrors with the turn signals on it. We get an additional little camera for the 360 down below too. The glass fills up the entire frame. We get blind spot monitoring on the glass, smart access for the driver and the front passenger, roof rails up top. Get a quick look at the window sticker for the 2023 Eclipse Cross SEL 1.5 Turbo all-wheel drive. Lightning blue metallic exterior with the gray interior, turbocharged 4-cylinder 1.5-liter turbo. Get a quick look at all the standard features, LEDs for the entire lighting controls, interior features continued, convenience features. Base price, as we mentioned, was $29,495. Options include the SEL Touring Package. So this is a fully loaded SEL, including the roof rails, heated rear seats, Mitsubishi power sound system with 8 speakers, a heads-up display, power panoramic sunroof, auto-dimming rear-view mirror with garage home link settings, forward collision mitigation with high-speed braking capability, and pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control too. $600 for the dynamic shield illumination, $200 for the tonneau cover, which is retractable, $195 for the welcome package, including the floor mats, cargo mats, reversible ones, vehicle manuals, binder, and touch-up paint pen, which is body color, of course. $3,090 in total options totals us out to $32,595 after a $1,345 destination, total price sitting a tick under $34,000. Still a great value considering the overall space and features in this vehicle. Pretty good on gas, 25 city, 26 on the highway. Kind of odd to see the two numbers so close together, but 25 combined is pretty good. Not a push to open gas cap. I'll show you the latch is inside. LED for the tail lights, turn signals, and the reverse lights. The turn signals are actually a halogen, but the reverse light and tail light is LED. Eclipse Cross in the rear tailgate area, Mitsubishi badge, backup camera down below. We'll take a squat back here, get a good look at the exhaust tips and the rear suspension setup. But speaking of the exhaust tips, let's fire up this 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder sold by Mitsubishi for the 2023 Eclipse Cross. It sounds pretty decent for what it is, cranking out 152 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, enough to get this all-wheel drive SUV to 60 in the mid 8-second range, so certainly not the quickest, getting about 25 mpgs, but the handling should be impressive thanks to that strut tower brace you see up front. Pretty well centered engine. The intake is towards the rear of the motor, but this funnel should help suck in some colder air. But what you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right up, And take one last step back, get a good look at the front styling. As far as the interior, this is a top trim SEL with the premium package, so it should be a really impressive interior. Again, smart access for the driver and the front passenger. Taking a step inside, up top, soft touch materials, piano black beneath that, aluminum door handle, pretty gushy soft leather material for the armrest, four-way adjustable mirrors, auto one touch for all four with some faux carbon trim, solid storage, you'll fit a foot long, and a big gulp right next to it. We get the 8-speaker premium Mitsubishi sound system in this vehicle too, Eclipse Cross on the floor mats. The seats are this beautiful gray material and they're very comfortable and supportive. Fully adjustable, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So we'll fire this thing right to life. First thing we notice is the steering wheel is pretty thick up top, leather wrapped, solid 10-2 bolstering notch, and the paddle shifters are massive. We get a CVT transmission, but the paddle shifters still look pretty cool. The 9-3 fits well in your hand, 10-2 solid, piano black for the bottom portion, rubberized horn area, the horn itself. Pretty aggressive sounding horn, people should definitely be getting out of your way. On the left side, volume and skip controls. This button controls your backup camera and the 360. You can access it at all times. You can switch between 360 and blind spot view. Two very cool voice commands. You can answer and hang up your phone calls. On the right side, your radar cruise control speed can be adjusted here with the activation for the cruise control button right over here. We get auto headlamps with fog lights, auto rain sensing wipers too. Wouldn't be expected for a vehicle in this price point, but we do get auto rain sensing wipers. To the left of the steering wheel, forward collision alert, lane departure warning. We can turn off our traction control. Interior brightness, heads up display. You can adjust the heads up display, which is right up there. Also a really impressive feature for a vehicle in this price point. Some faux aluminum trim up top, a little bit of piano black surrounding the air vents. Can't knock them forward because you're not going to be really touching this area much. Soft touch for the entire dashboard. We get navigation, 8-inch touchscreen. We can check out the home screen. We get multimedia, phone, settings, navigation, and info. It does look a little bit dated, but we still get navigation, so we can't really complain. The response, it's okay. It's comparable to like Hyundai, Kia. It's not quite as good as some of the other vehicles reviewed in this channel, but it's still very solid, and it has navigation with a premium audio system. So very impressive for a vehicle in this price point. It says Mitsubishi Power Sound System right beneath that. A little bit more piano black surrounding the air controls. We get the airbag hazards down below, dual zone automatic climate control. Beneath that, we have two USB ports, 12-volt eco mode, and a heated steering wheel. All very impressive features. No wireless charging pad, unfortunately. Behind that, we have heated seats up front and out rear. This button controls your terrain management mode. We have snow, gravel, and normal mode. We'll do this entire review in normal mode because we're not going to be taking this thing into snow or gravel. The gear selector controls the CVT transmission. You can get one last look at the backup camera. Solid resolution, not the best, but we do get guidance lines, trajectory, and a 360 with blind spot views too, and a forward-facing camera. Can't forget about that. We can put this thing to drive. We get manual shift controls in the gear selector too. In the improper directions, you can downshift and upshift. They're right back into park. Electronic parking brake with auto hold. A lot of piano black surrounding this area, so keep your cleaning supplies at hand because it may smudge with fingerprints. The area where your knee will often hit is this faux aluminum plastic trim. Two cup holders. I'd expect you to fit 16-ounce water bottles with these pushy things to keep your drinks in place. You can get a quick look at the key fob. Pretty basic overall, but we do get smart access with push start. So functional, not bad for a vehicle in this price point. Gushy soft for the armrest, super comfortable area to rest your arm. Spacious too. You'll fit a bunch of business cards, coins, or whatnot in there. You'll fit at least 6 to 10 20-ounce cans in here. Very spacious center console. You can shut this thing right up. Check out the glove box, which is hard plastic on the outside. It's damp though, and it's also massive. You're fitting 30 license plates, 2 tiers of storage. You'll fit another 10 up top, so they definitely thought it through when it came to storage. We have an auto dimming rear view mirror. It's not frameless, pretty thick frame, but we get 3 garage home link settings on it. The interior light is LED. Nice. We can open up this moonroof. The shade opens up quickly. The glass follows it also pretty quickly. We'll see if it goes out any further. It does. So not bad. We can poke our way out of here. It's a pretty nice day today in Lakeland, Florida. It's a little bit cloudy, but we're only at around 80, 85 degrees. So certainly can't complain. It actually says 88 on this Eclipse Cross, but it feels cool. Pretty solid breeze. We'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back and get a good idea of how much light is brought into the cabin. But that's about it for the front seat, guys. We can see if I missed anything: fuse box, hood latch release, and a good look at your pedals. We'll hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. Hopefully there's no gators coming out to eat me because that is pretty sketchy looking swamp. Out rear, we get some hard plastic materials up top. Not the biggest deal though, soft touch for the center. Rubberized for the armrest. I kind of wish we switched the materials here because this is padded and this is not. This is just a rubberized material. Auto one touch out rear though, faux carbon trim, solid storage. You'll fit a water bottle, but make sure the lid is tightly closed because that's very sideways. Out rear, the seats are still that gray leatherette material. Pretty solid bolstering for a rear seat. They look very comfortable. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall as far as legroom. Let's hop out back and check it out. So knee wise, I have about 2-3 inches before my knees will start to hit. We get mat pockets, plenty of room for my feet. No air vents back here. It would be nice to see air vents, but the front air vents aren't doing a terrible job of reaching me. Heated rear seats, which is interesting. You get heated rear seats but no rear air vents. There may be something going on underneath the seat. I'll try to show you guys, but as far as what I feel, I only feel what's coming in from up front. An additional power outlet, 12 volt, 120 watt. Down below, mat pocket behind the passenger seat, the center cubby, we could jam our hand into it, and it's pretty soft leatherette material. 2 cup holders. You may be able to squeeze 16-ounce water bottles in there. We get an additional rear moonroof, which is also super cool. Haven't seen that in many vehicles. That's definitely a first. And this doesn't open, I don't believe. No, it doesn't open, but it's still really cool to have a rear panel of glass for the rear passengers. Awesome. But that's about it for the rear seat. Headroom wise, I have at least 2 inches. These seats also, I believe, recline. They don't slide. To recline them, as you see, there is a latch out rear and you can simply recline. But that's about it for the back seat, guys. Let's check out the cargo space real quick and then take this thing out for a drive. So underneath the Mitsubishi badge, you can press the button. We don't have an auto opening tailgate, but it is hydraulically assisted. Large floor too. This is a spacious looking compact crossover SUV. Wheel well cutouts are fat. You can fit a golf bag horizontally back here. Mitsubishi Motors for the floor mat. A little bit of secret storage beneath, which shows our spare tire, jack, and a little bit of cubbies for some secret stuff. Tonneau cover too. Closes up your cargo so nobody sees what's going on in your Eclipse Cross. You can fold these rear seats down. I'd expect you to fit up to a 65, 70, maybe even a 75-inch TV back here with no problem. You can shut this thing right up, take one more step back, walk around this 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross SEL with the premium package one more time. It's a nice SUV for the sub $35,000 price point. Performance-wise, we'll see how this turbo 4-cylinder performs with 152 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. And speaking of that, let's take it out for a drive. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross SEL. Let's take it out for a drive. The first thing I noticed, we get a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, but I kind of wish that it telescoped a little bit further closer to me because I have a perfect distance from the pedal right now, but I feel like the wheel's just a tiny bit far away. But taking a step out here, throttle response feels good, about third throttle. Good torque. Yeah, definitely gets up and goes well. The brakes feel good. Steering feels a little bit light. There's a little bit of body roll, but not too much thanks to that strut tower brace. Not bad. Throwing it in faster than we should. Yeah, a little bit of body roll, but you do have a decent amount of feel. It's not the most on center of steering, but you do have good feedback once you actually do get into the turn. But we'll lean into it about halfway. Okay, you hear a little blow-off whistle too once you let off the gas. We can try out these paddles. We're currently in third, second, on the gas. Woo! You can feel that turbo helping with the torque, throwing it in. Woo! Nice rev match downshift. I know it's just ratios, but it still sounds pretty cool. Stop sign, that's a new. That was not there last time we did a review here, but off the line should be a good opportunity to try an acceleration off the line on the gas. Woohoo! Not bad at all, guys. This thing can get up and go. It's not blowing you away in terms of speed, but down low, the torque is certainly there. All right, guys. Stepping out here on the gas. Woo. Hear that blow-off whistle on the brakes. Throwing it in. Okay, we don't have to push it a whole lot farther than that, but this thing is fun. Yeah, so when you're moving slowly, the steering feels a little bit light and loopy, but once you're at speed, it tightens up pretty noticeably. Look at this turning radius. This is a sharp turning radius. I was not expecting this. We had to do a double loop just because of how impressive it was. But taking a step back out All right, guys, stepping back out. First gear. Okay, definitely moves. For some reason, from first, it switched us or shifted us into third. Okay. Ooh. Throwing it in, we'll do it way quicker than we should this time, but the steering, yeah, it feels much better. Okay, lane departure warning is alerting me. All right, we'll try one out in second gear on the gas. Yeah, the torque is good. Ooh. Yeah, and through the twisties over here, the steering still feels plenty sharp. Obviously, we can't go very quickly. We got some cars in front of us, but just daily driving feels pretty confidence inspiring. We're still using the manual shift, so it can be a little bit noisy, but in the manual shift, it's nice. That turbo spools up as soon as you lean into the throttle. All right, stepping out here, a few twisties in this road. We'll leave it in just regular automatic mode. Yeah, with partial throttle, the torque feels good. Yeah, the steering may not be on center, but the feedback is solid once you actually do get into the steering itself. Limited body roll. You do feel a little bit of body roll, but it's limited. It's not quite as bad as like an Outlander. Not as bad as an Outlander Sport either. So this is definitely the sportiest SUV sold in Mitsubishi's lineup. It feels similar to like a Nissan Rogue Sport. Very similar overall feel. I like this power plant too, though. I kind of prefer this over the 2-liter 4-cylinder that we get from the Outlander and the Nissan Rogue Sport. So this definitely has some more low-end punch. And it definitely feels sportier overall. So if you're looking for a economy, low price, but high feature compact SUV, you want good rear seat space, you want the vehicle to be loaded with tech, but you also want the vehicle to have a price under $35,000 and all-wheel drive, I think the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross is a great way to go. For the money, this vehicle is really loaded with good features and tech. We have a solid sound system, very solid sound system, navigation, turbocharged 4-cylinder, high quality premium materials literally everywhere that you touch, at least in the front seat. The handling is good. The all-wheel drive will make the bad weather conditions seem just about non-existent. But right here, through the twisty, it's a playful vehicle, I'm telling you guys. If you're looking for a compact SUV, you like to have fun while driving, you like to have solid space for all 5 passengers, and you don't want to pay more than $35,000, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. And if you're going Eclipse Cross, you might as well go with the SEL trim, because the base ES is about $26,000 while the SEL is $30,000. So for the extra $4,000, you are getting a lot for the money. But all in all, again, I'll definitely recommend checking it out. And huge thanks to Jenkins Mitsubishi in Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below. And if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the Lakeland, Tampa, Orlando area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you'd like to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos out for you as soon as possible. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.